Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother. Trump lit.
What's up, Rashad?
Yeah.
What it do, boy?
Hey,
All
Rashad.
right, WNBA media. I saw this take about WNBA media, and I thought it was very interesting, especially coming from like kind of who it came from. All right, cool. So this is from Kimberly Problem Shots on X, aka Twitter, formerly known as Twitter. And this is a Angel Reese, Chicago Sky supporter, everything like that on Twitter, on social media. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because yeah. I don't know. It was just something I saw tonight, and I was like, I want to talk about this. The real issue is that W media is too concerned about the talking points and opinions of quote unquote fans. You don't see Shams, Windhorst, or beat writers in NBA partake in fan discourse. Let the fans of players be fans of players. They didn't ruin stuff. Do your effing job. This couldn't be further from the truth. I'm like, I don't know if you guys don't pay attention to the NBA media, like. Probably not, just based off of this. Windhorst, we went into a whole thing about LeBron wearing 23, and Windhorst had a whole back and forth with LeBron where LeBron was like, bro, I don't know you. Like, you're acting around like you're my best friend, and I don't even know you like that, bro. It was a whole thing this year, and then Windhorst said, no, he did wear 23 because of Michael Jordan and this and that, and he wanted to be Jordan, and he wanted to do this. That was this season. That was a couple months ago. It was a big deal. Shams, he was just saying, people around the league are telling me that the Houston Rockets and the Atlanta Hawks are cooking. Like, bro, Woj never said that. But Shams is my age, bro. He's like 30, 31. So he's like, you know what I'm saying? He's young, and it shows like in his reporting, and he shows a little more personality when he reports and stuff like that than a Woj, because he's a younger guy. Beat writers in the NBA, the main thing that they write about in their columns and the main thing that they write about in their stories is based off of what the fans in the market want to hear stories about or have questions about. Like, that's the main job of a beat writer, is to be the voice for the fans, to get, the fans' questions straight from the product to the consumer and everything like that. Like, that's all it is. So I don't know where this whole thing, and like I said, it's kind of ironic coming from Chicago Sky and Angel Reese fans, because they literally had Annie Kospel. I believe, I'm sorry, I think I butchered the pronunciation of her last name, but Annie Kospel last season, right? And they were just on Annie, they didn't run her out of her job, but they were just like on her, bro. And Annie was like insider information. She asked fair questions and she did fair reporting. But since the fact that she wasn't just like, oh man, these players are just so great, and isn't the team so good, and isn't this such a positive moment for women and around the world? Like, just because she wasn't doing that, people were like, oh, she's a hater, she doesn't want to see anybody prosper, she's this, she's that. Like, they were calling her every name under the sun. They wanted her out of here. They said she was bad at her job, and she consistently said, my job as a journalist isn't to be a fan, but to be unbiased and to give down the middle reporting. When it's going bad, we're going to talk about it going bad. When it's going well, we're going to talk about the things going well. Regardless, that is the gig. And Chicago Sky fans and the Angel Reese fans were just like on her behind the entire season. So it's very ironic that this comment is coming from a Chicago Sky Angel Reese fan. She said the Storm beat writer is the same guy who tried to demand an apology for the Dana Evans because fans wanted off the team for putrid play. See, that is just an opinion, bro. No, I ain't gonna lie. Demanding an apology from fans is kind of crazy, bro. The apology need to be as loud as the disrespect. It's kind of crazy. I feel like personally with a lot of players, unless it's someone like if it's someone like one of them stars like a Zion, a Trey, who else? James Harden, Ben Simmons. If it's one of those players where it's like they're stars, everybody knows they're stars, but some people think they're just like so overrated or this or that, and they have a long stretch of play where they play well like a month or two or something like that. Then I think the apologies need to be allowed. It's the disrespect. I think it's fair for a media person to say that then. But like in the case of like 2-3 good games or just a good spurt of minutes when you get 8 minutes, I think that's kind of crazy as a media person, me personally. But yeah. But I mean, but if you're talking about the other stuff, it's like, bro, no. I can't go for that. I don't think it's different. I think a lot of times people like to when they see something or experience something they don't like, they like to point to comparisons of like, you don't see so and so doing that, and I don't think it works out as someone has found out. You know who you are. Know who you are. You and me know who you. But yeah, like it's the same thing of just like. So you like to run to comparison of like this person does it the right way and you do it the wrong way. And it's not like that, bro. It's just not. I don't think that's the way to go with these things. All right, that's all I want to say with that. I'll let you guys drop in the comments. I know a lot of Indiana fans and Caitlin Clark fans think I'm just an Angel Reese stan and I can't be unbiased and I'm just the worst person ever, but it's mainly because I'm black. So next question, next thing.
This one for the A. Rashad, why you didn't hit me up? What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.